Good morning dear students of class 8. Welcome to the online class of from LPM Public School Golabaya. I am your science teacher. Student, today I am going to study about this chapter 3rd, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. So in the fiber case you know very well there are two types of fiber, that is the natural fiber and artificial fiber. Natural fibers are those fiber, students, which are made up from the plant and animal sources. Just for example, fibers are of two types, natural fibers and synthetic fiber. Natural fibers comes from the cotton, silk, wool, jute, linen. And this cotton comes from the plant, silk from the animals. We get cotton from the cotton plants. Their fibers are collected. They are twisted to make the yarn or thread, and then with the help of that yarn or thread, they are spun by the help of power loom or hand loom and made a cotton fabric. Silk, for getting the silk, first of all, the silkworm is reared, and the silkworm, when forms the cocoon, that cocoon, above the cocoon there is a fibers which we removed those fibers from the cocoon, and those fibers are twisted together by the help of many fibers to make it yarn or thread, and by the help of that yarn or thread, by knitting, we make the silk fabric. So this is also from the animals we get wool. First the hair of the sheep, goat, camel are sheared, means the hair is removed. By shearing, the hair is removed. Then the hair contains a very thin fibers, which is not so much have strength to make it a cloth. So first these fibers are twisted by the help of many fibers collecting together. They are twisted and make a thread or yarn. And when the thread or yarn has got good strength, it is not breaking, then by the help of knitting, weaving, these milk clothes is also been prepared. So the wool is derived from the animal. Next, jute. Jute is a next one, jute. Jute is also a plant fiber. It is obtained from the purchase plant, which is cut and thrown in the pond water, and when it absorbs the water, it swells up and it bar easily removed, and those bars are laid down on a surface by the help of the sun's heat. It becomes dry and thin fibers are removed, and when those fibers are twisted, it becomes a good strength thread, and by the help of it, rag, jute, bags are prepared. So jute is obtained from plant, and same as linen. Linen is obtained from plant. And this always, you must know that natural fiber always are are eco-friendly. They doesn't harms in the nature. Okay, student. So all the natural fibers are eco-friendly. They are friendly in nature. They doesn't harm anything to the environment. Next come to the topic is synthetic fiber. This is the man-made fiber and is made by the molecules, chemical molecules called the polymers. Polymers are the bonding, the uniting of the many synthetic molecules together to form a synthetic clothes. When these molecules are in separate single form, they are called the monomers. And they are not bonded. Here they are non-bonded. They are not attached with each other. They are free. But here we can see many monomers when they are attached together by the help of a chain system. They are called the polymers, and they are attached with each other. That's called the bonded. Bonded means when they get attached with each other, it is called bonded. Polymer bonded. And here, whatever bond you are seeing, the upper molecules are all bonded with together in a straight form. The lower, all the monomers are bonded together to form a polymer with a straight chain form. So this polymer is called the straight chain polymers. And here you can see all these polymers are cross-linked with each other. This is connected with this also connected with this connection with this also connection with this. That is, they are all cross connection with each other, cross-linked with each other. That is called the cross-linked polymers. So these are the patterns of the monomers which are present inside the cloth, the patterns of the molecules which are set inside the clothes at the formation of the synthetic fiber. So these molecules, these polymers are straight form, that is called the straight line polymer, and this is a cross-linked polymer. So student, today I will explain you the topic of the rayon. Let me explain today the topic of synthetic fiber, rayon. So student, rayon, though it is synthetic fiber, it competes with a natural fiber, that is the silk fiber. Silk fiber is a very expensive fiber. It is famous for its lustriousness and shininess. It is famous. Many of the high standard people wears this silk clothes as a party wear because it's very shiny look and very nice texture. So more the high standard people uses this silk clothes in the party. But a middle standard people, middle class people can't afford because it is very expensive. So rayon is the substitute of the silk. If that middle class family wants to give an appearance of the silk look, so he must buy a rayon clothes. Rayon clothes has got all the similarities as well as few better properties, also more better than the silk, which silk doesn't have. Silk is not airy. If any people wears the silk clothes in the summer, he will become mad with the hotness because it is not airy. The sweat will not be absorbed. But the rayon gives examples same to same as the silk. It gives the look, texture, properties of silk as well as better properties also from the silk. That is they are airy. Air enters and absorbs the sweating of the body. So rayon competes with silk. Rayon is a silk for the poor people's, middle class families, because they can't afford such a high price silk fabrics. So now I am going to explain about the rayon. Rayon is a synthetic fiber which is made from the wood pulp that contains cellulose. It has got the same shiny and luster look similar to the silk, but it is better than silk. Though silk is expensive, rayon is less expensive. It could be easily affordable by the middle class family. It is also used in the party wear because it gives same look, same shiny and luster appearance as the silk gives. The one good thing is in this rayon is that rayon silk doesn't absorb the sweating. Neither is air enters in the silk clothes. But the rayon is such a fabric through which the air enters and sweating could be absorbed. So far now we consider that rayon is better than the silk. How? Let's give me some properties of the rayon. It is bright, lustrous, it absorbs sweating, it could be easily dyed, dyed means colored, it is cheaper than silk fabric. These are few properties of the rayon. Rayon is bright, luster and shiny. It absorbs the water and sweating. It could absorb water and sweating also, so that we could feel comfortable while wearing the rayon clothes in the summer. It could be easily dyed, that means colored. We can color our different types of color on that clothes. Means that fabric, rayon fabrics could be colored with many varieties of colors. So it could be easily colored. It is cheaper than the silk fabric, and if we compare it with the silk fabric, it is very cheap than the compare of the silk fabric. It could be easily afforded by middle class and lower class people. They can also wear in a parties and just compete with the person who wearing the silk clothes. No one could recognize it, that whether the person has really the silk or something else, because it's recognizing is only to burn it with mastic. If the silk is burned, a bad smell will come out, that means it is silk. Okay, and here it doesn't create any smell. So this is the only differences. Now properties I have told you just now. Now I am going to speak about the uses. Uses. It is used in making clothes, making carpets, okay, making cord of tires, so these are the various uses of the rayon. Rayon is used in making clothes, carpets and tire cord, etc. So student, today I will explain you about the synthetic fiber, fibers of natural and synthetic fiber, the bonding of the synthetic fiber, rayon, its properties and its uses. So student, thank you, have a nice day. Hope so you have enjoyed the class. Meet you in the next class, student. Thank you.